I'd like to welcome our special guest. Her name is Magda Milas. I don't know where to begin as far as describing her incredible background. I was mentioning earlier, she should probably be one of the Avengers. She's a licensed pilot, she's a professional diver, and she's a business growth executive at Electrocoin, which is a major emerging crypto payment processing and brokerage platform. They have many other projects in the works, and we're going to hear a little bit about it today. So, Magda, thank you very much for coming on and joining us today. I wanted to know, how did you get into blockchain and cryptocurrency to begin with? What was your origin story as far as your interests going in that direction?
First, I would like to thank you guys for inviting me to your show. I'm really honored because I'm not sure. I'm from Croatia, and not a lot of people actually know where Croatia is. Not even Europeans. We're part of the European Union next to Italy. So I'm really honored that you guys from the United States recognize what we do and invited me to your show. When did I became part of the crypto and blockchain business in Croatia? Actually, it was 1.5 years ago when I started working in Electrocoin, in a Croatian fintech that has the first Croatian cryptocurrency brokerage and also crypto payment processing since 2014. And previously, I was working in a bank in the corporate sector. So I think it's popular nowadays, especially for the past couple of months, people from the banking sector going into crypto. So my path started 1.5 years ago, so last year in March, and now I'm here. So with you.
That is awesome. Yeah. So, in your words, tell us a little bit about Electrocoin. What is its mission? What is Electrocoin about?
So the company was founded in 2014. It's completely privately owned by two Croatian guys, Nikola and Marin. Nikola is our CEO, and he was actually a former nuclear engineer. But his hobby was crypto, and also Marin, who is let's say our famous white hacker. So the two of the guys decided to found a cryptocurrency brokerage in 2014 because there wasn't much possibilities at that time to buy or sell or exchange crypto in Europe or in the world. So they thought of the idea, okay, maybe we can do it on our own. So that's how it started. It's the first Croatian cryptocurrency brokerage. And for the past actually 2 years, we've been also developing the crypto payment process, which means that merchants can allow their clients to pay in crypto while they receive fiat. And what awesome. We do, it's totally blockchain payment via blockchain. It's aimed for web shops. It's aimed for e-commerce clients, so web shops, and also physical stores where you can pay. I don't know, in Croatia, actually, what we did at the beginning of 2021, at the beginning of this year, was that we integrated the crypto payment in a famous Croatian gas oil station. It's a chain of 46 gas stations all over Croatia, where you can pay gas and all the stuff that you can buy at the gas station with crypto.
And I think that is the important thing when it comes to widely accepted blockchain cryptocurrency usage, whether you can get your groceries or get your gas with it. And I believe you were telling me when we spoke a few weeks ago. So now if I was in Croatia, if I was to go visit Croatia and I needed more petrol, I needed more, gasoline in my car, I can literally start paying for gasoline or maybe some of my groceries now with cryptocurrency, whichever one I guess I end up wishing to use on this platform. I think that's awesome.
You can come to Croatia and you can actually pay all your stuff with crypto. Hotels, not a lot of hotels yet, but still we have a couple of hotels, couple of restaurants, maybe more than, let's say, 200 clients already. Wow. Like shops and web shops and physical stores where you can pay with crypto. Also, the biggest Croatian retail web shop You can also pay with crypto over there. For example, we have a deal, a cooperation with the Croatian Post since 2019, actually. So it's been more than 2 years for now.
Wow.
You can come to a Croatian Post is publicly owned. And you can exchange your crypto. You can buy or sell crypto with cash in 55 post offices all over Croatia, actually. You can send your mail, your packages, and you can also exchange crypto in the post office. So that was like a huge news that was all over the world at that time.
That's incredible. I mean, Chris, I think we're a little bit behind the ball here in the U.S.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm actually at Coinbase. My Coinbase card allows me to transfer my crypto into U.S. dollars, so I can use any crypto that Coinbase has on their platform. I can link my Visa card, and it'll debit my crypto or my USD amount, whatever I want it to debit, and it will give the merchant just US dollars. I see in the future merchants wanting to have not just accept dollars, but maybe accept Bitcoin or accept half dollars and half Bitcoin, or whatever token of their choices. It's all about giving the user the choice of what they want to use. Some people like to use Ethereum, some people like to use Bitcoin, others like to use Solana. It's just like the internet. It's the freedom of choice. Some people like Apple, some people like using Samsung. So there's all different brands I feel out there, and I feel it's about choice. And like what you're doing is you're giving people the choice to use the crypto that they want to use, and they can spend it at merchants. I see it going even further in the future, where merchants aren't just taking dollars for crypto, but also taking maybe crypto, or vice versa, where the user is giving dollars and the merchant's taking in crypto. So yeah, I see a big demand for that happening. It's slowly happening behind the scenes, like your company is doing. You have over 200 merchants working with you, whether it's e-commerce or a small business. And I just see that being the future. And once people see those different digital currencies next to each other in a wallet, and over time, they'll realize that, Bitcoin and these other cryptocurrencies are a better store of value. They hold more value than, let's say, the typical dollar that's continuously devalued by government and everything like that. So you guys are on the right path. Me and Adam, the name of our company is PiñaPay. We're trying to accomplish a very similar thing with what you're doing here in America. So, man, yeah, it's awesome that we have so many people around the world using this and trying to figure out solutions to let people pay with what they want to pay with. If I want to pay with shells and I want to use wampum like the old days of Indians, I can do that if I want to. I feel like a digital barter is emerging with these NFTs and things like that, where if I want to trade, let's say I have an NFT that represents something in the real world, and if I want to trade that for something in the world with a merchant or another person, I feel like that can be made possible through technology on the back end, where people don't need to see it. So yeah, I'm just so happy to see other people working
this is
on
incredible. And I really think that once people start using it to pay for gasoline, groceries, everyday items, that is really going to be the indication that this can work. Blockchain apps can work on a wide scale. So what I wanted to know, what was it like testing this product out? Having people, start buying gasoline, using this platform.
Yeah, I have to say that it's actually pretty challenging because I think that 99% of the world's population is not aware what crypto is. So a lot of people don't know what it is, and to be honest, they're pretty afraid when you mention crypto to people who don't nothing about it, so they get a little bit excited. Oh my God, what is it? So when we did educational part of cashiers and I don't know, waiters and all over the physical stores,
Wow.
where we have the crypto payment processing integrated. I have to admit that all of them were pretty like, oh my God, what is it? Will I be able to do it? And then
Right.
when they saw how easy it is, how it's like, we made it so simple to understand and to pay. So either if you're a client or you are a cashier, the process is really, really simple. So on one side we have like, they're pretty scared of the cryptocurrency payment, and on the other hand they're pretty excited and let's say surprised how simple it is. And the whole process of making this crypto payment processing service that we had was pretty, let's say, challenging to make it fast, to make it simple, to make it to select all the coins that would work on all the places. So like Bitcoin, you can on web shops you can pay with currently 9 different coins. Do you want me to mention the coins?
Yes, by all means, please.
Okay, so on web shops we have nine coins. It's Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ether, Stellar, Ripple, EOS, DAI, USDC, Tether, and I'm missing something. Bitcoin Cash, did I say it?
Yeah, you said Bitcoin Cash.
Okay, so Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ether, Stellar, Ripple, EOS, DAI, USDC, and Tether. And we are bringing the Solana, I think, next week. So it's going to be 10
Awesome.
coins. And on the physical spots, we have Bitcoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash, Stellar, Ripple, and EOS. Only 6 for now.
Because I think that's good. Yeah, and I think a lot of people recognize those, even if you're not too deep into crypto. I think most people at least have seen those before.
So either if you want to pay with like cheaper coins, not cheaper coins, but coins that are cheaper, that have cheaper transaction fees, like Stellar, you can pay with Stellar. Or if you like invested in Bitcoin and you want to spend it on some, I don't know, you can also buy car. We have the merchant called Grand Auto, which is the Ford distributor. So you can buy yourself a Mustang with Bitcoin in Croatia.
Oh, very nice.
Any of the 6 coins.
All right.
So,
well, I'm going to add that to my list of to do. You know, when we go ahead and visit Chris. And I was going to ask, what languages does this app come in? Like, for instance, I was thinking, like, could I download it perhaps?
It's not an application. It's actually a
my apologies.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people, maybe I didn't actually clarify it. It's called PaySec, and it's a product, or actually a service that is aimed B2B, so business to business, and you can pay with any wallet you want. So Trust, Exodus, MetaMask, any personal wallet, crypto wallet, you can pay your transaction with. So it doesn't matter which wallet you have. It's not like an application. It's a service that you integrate into your web shop, or you can integrate into your cashier via API. And the QR code. So how does the process look? You come into a shop, or maybe you're having a checkout on the web shop, and you tell the cashier, or at the last step when choosing, are you going to pay with a credit card, PayPal, or whatever, you choose cryptocurrency. Then immediately like a widget appears with a list of different coins which you can pay with. After you select the desired cryptocurrency you want to pay with, let's say Bitcoin, when you select it and confirm it, a QR code appears. The QR code lasts for 15 minutes, which means that that's the how do you say the exchange rate that we guarantee for the next 15 minutes. So the whole risk about the volatility of the coins is on us for 15 minutes. So you have 15 minutes to scan with any wallet in the world, to scan the QR code, And if you did it correctly, if you send the right amount, the transaction is going to immediately be confirmed, and you're gonna see like a green,
like a check mark.
That the payment was successful.
Wow, that's that's awesome. And right now, is it only available in Croatian then?
Yeah, for right now,
Okay.
it's only available in Croatia. We actually wanted to make it so good on one market, on actually our domicile market. So we'll see. We have big plans. We'll see what the future brings. So
Yes, keep Chris and I posted. This may be a partnership we may want to look into.
Yeah, I already
in the
mentioned
future,
you
Chris.
that. So
Right.
why not?
Yes, that's right.
Because actually, 80% of our turnover, our core business is the cryptocurrency brokerage. We have the online brokerage where you can buy or sell your crypto. And 80% of our turnover is actually from the European Union. We actually don't live from the Croatian people. So
Wow.
we're not making money on Croatia actually, but from countries all over Europe, European Union. So Basic is currently only for the Croatian market, but we will see.
That's a very good sign too. Once you decide
Yes.
to go outside Croatia and market this and really, bring this, project to other countries. So, what are your thoughts on El Salvador now that they've adopted Bitcoin as legal tender? And I would imagine there's probably a lot of startups and a lot of entrepreneurs that are going to try to do a lot of the things that you are doing with Electrocoin. What do you think? Do you think they'll be ultimately successful at it? Do you think they're going to encounter a lot of problems?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't even have enough time to think about it. I was thinking about how much do the Bitcoin transaction last. So
right.
So I saw a picture. A guy was buying something in McDonald's in Salvador and paying with Bitcoin. And I was imagining, okay, how much does that transaction last? Does he need to? So.
Well, they're using the Lightning Network.
So
they're not using. They're
okay.
not directly using the Bitcoin network like Bitcoin Beach, the Chivo wallet, OpenNode, all of the payment processors that are being used in El Salvador right now are using the Lightning Network. So they're integrating into the Lightning Network to get payments to go instant and fast. And then those are settled onto Bitcoin later once that channel is closed. So
okay.
The Lightning Network is a layer 2 for just Bitcoin, but they are able to convert it in and out of currencies using the Strike API, which just came out with Twitter yesterday with Jack. So Twitter, you're now able to send money through Twitter with tipping, and that's all done using Strike's API, which is the main wallet that a lot of these merchants are using right now in El Salvador, and they're able to make it instant because of the Lightning Network. So once that Lightning Network channel closes, then it gets batched onto the Bitcoin network. So it's like a layer 2. It's kind of like Polygon and Matic on top of Ether. The Lightning Network sits on top of Bitcoin and does a similar type thing, just for speed and efficiency, and to make it cheap as well. It's very, very cheap. Instead of having to pay these high miner fees, you're only paying very little to the Lightning node operators that are running the Lightning nodes.
Thanks for the intro in it.
Oh yeah, Chris knows this front and back, to say the very least.
I didn't have time to sit and to explore the whole Salvador case. It was all over the news, and I didn't have time to read the whole case. How did they figure it out? But thanks for the feedback.
Yeah, of course. Like I just got so interested in it with Lightning Network and learning about Lightning Network and everything and going down that rabbit hole. I've known about the Lightning Network, but I didn't realize how far along it's come. And over the last few months, me and Adam and our team have been talking about it because, it really does allow you to use just about any cryptocurrency you want. Right now, it's just Bitcoin, but in the future, it can be any cryptocurrency that you want, and it's interesting. It's very, very interesting what they're doing. I had a question for you. Now, do you use one specific blockchain like Ethereum, or is your payment processor kind of like a middleman that has some type of money in escrow to, like you said, it lasts for 15 minutes and you honor that for 15 minutes? Is it on directly on a blockchain, or are you the middle party involved?
It's directly on the blockchain.
On Ethereum's blockchain?
Yeah.
So all of the currencies are running through Ethereum's blockchain, or like, because you said you had Stellar and EOS, and those are
not just Ethereum. Yeah, not just Ethereum blockchain.
Okay. So does it? So you're saying you run on a blockchain, but how do you run on all of those different blockchains, or do you integrate those different blockchains into your centralized service?
Yeah, we receive
I think that's how it is.
We sell it. We
okay. Okay.
Good stuff. Now I have a broader question. So, so speaking of Croatia, generally speaking, so part of my interest in Croatia was a friend of mine who's also in crypto sent me an article, and it was a list of places that have the friendliest cryptocurrency and blockchain opportunities as far as doing business, creating companies, and beta testing. So Croatia actually came up on that list. And I know Croatia because I always see these pictures of the Adriatic Sea, just beautiful pictures.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so I'm like I have to visit there one day. It almost looks unreal, to be honest. So Chris and I, our view is of the Hudson River in New York City. So and trust me, that is not nearly as pleasant or flattering as the Adriatic Sea. But I want to know what is the tech scene like there in Croatia? Could you tell us about it?
Sorry, what tech scene?
I'm sorry, the startup environment.
The startup environment. Okay, we have a lot of fintechs popping up recently for, I don't know, the past maybe 2-3 years. A lot of payment applications. So let's say that the COVID situation also, I think that the advantages of COVID that actually appeared for the past year, 2 years, COVID, it's like maybe a year and a half, is that a lot of, let's say, cashless payment options appeared. Also fintechs and startups doing stuff like that. So you asked me about taxing.
Yeah, do you have your own
taxes?
Sorry, let me clarify. Do you have your own Silicon Valley, kind of like we have here, where you essentially have this one city where it's essentially?
No.
I know, but I was just elaborating on it. Okay.
No, unfortunately, no. And also, why I didn't actually it's not that I didn't have interest in reading about the Salvador, because I didn't have time. But the thing is that we are part of the European Union. I think it's never gonna be like in Salvador. Actually, it's unimaginable to me. So in Croatia, as in also in the European Union, there are not places like your Silicon Valley. The KYC and the regulations are the anti-money laundering laws and regulations are pretty strict in Croatia, because we are part of the European Union. So everything we do, it actually reflects the European Union regulations impact what we do in Croatia. So we are pretty strict. The part of us working in crypto is actually, nobody here does not want to get rich overnight, my bosses, so our CEO and Nikola and Marin, for example, we're the leading company in Croatia, and we've been on the market for the past 7 years, and it's been pretty rough, because there was nothing before. Crypto is a technology which is old, like 10 years, 11, since 2009.
Very new.
12 years. So we're pretty much the pioneers. So whatever comes wrong, it actually reflects us. So we're learning all the time. We're doing our best. We're thinking about all the risks that can happen, reputation risk, financial risk, legal risk, all the let's say things and regulations that we need to think about. So it's pretty challenging. But what we did for the past 7 years with focused work, with modest work, with hard work is actually on pretty impressive on the worldwide scene, let's say.
Awesome. Now
Also,
I know, like,
we have the sorry.
No, continue.
Also, the first actually European Union town the first town that integrated the crypto payment of the household how do you say household bills was the town in Croatia. It's the first town in the European Union. So the citizens of the town, it's called Sveta Nedelja. The locals over there can pay their taxes and all the public, let's say, fees and household bills with crypto, while the town receives fiat. And it's the same town, if you heard about the Rimac, the supercar, the electric car.
Yes.
I don't know if you heard. It's like
no, I have actually. I have.
Okay, so it's a creation project.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the creation project. It's a creation guy, Mate Rimac, and it's the same town where he develops the supercar, which integrated the crypto payments for its citizens.
Well, I'd definitely like to read more about that town again. Could you say it again, please? The town that you mentioned?
It's Sveta. I can write it down. Maybe can I write it down messages from audience? Where can I? Okay, I will write it later to you.
Yeah, later.
Okay.
Yeah, that works
In
just
the chat.
fine. Will do. So, since Croatia is part of the EU, and since now in both the EU and in America, we're all kind of bracing ourselves for some upcoming laws and regulation, involving crypto, if not already. From a business perspective, which European country do you think would be best to launch this first at?
Slovenians. It's our neighbor countries. Slovenia is pretty ranking pretty high in the European Union. They are actually the whole nation is pretty let's say aware of what crypto is. So the Slovenians had the Bitcoin vouchers at the petrol stations since 2016. So it's like 5 years ago. They had you could buy crypto at the gas station 5 years ago in Slovenia. So they're pretty advanced. Yeah, they're more advanced than the Croatian. Not that I'm not with the business part, but when I look at the nation about how the citizens are the awareness of the cryptocurrency and blockchain and all the technology behind it, the Slovenians are pretty high in the European Union, actually.
Wow. So would you say in like Slovenia, politicians, they're pretty open to cryptocurrency and having it in their society in some way?
Well, yeah.
And what about in Croatia, though?
In Croatia, I think that Croatian, let's say, banks and our Croatian central bank and the financial supervisory regulation agencies are actually not aware what to do, because the crypto scene, with us as the leading cryptocurrency company, we're developing so fast that I think that they're still don't know what actually to do with us. But we have some nice connections to the central bank and also to the financial supervisory agencies, and they're actually learning an hour. I would care to say that they're learning via our business model. So let's say they're testing the market and what can happen via our company, which is good. That's the part that nobody wants to get rich here overnight. We're
really?
Doing the right thing.
Why is that? I'm curious. Why is it that nobody wants to get rich overnight.
In my company, in Electrocoin,
Yes.
this is what I'm because it's like a really, really cool team. People who just like doing what they do. I think
Okay.
when it comes to crypto, you really have to be a little bit crazy to learn all the time, because
Indeed.
it's so huge. It's all the time something new pops up, something new happens, a new blockchain, new all the new cryptocurrency projects, coins, different regulations, markets opening, all sorts of new things. So you just really need to learn a lot about it. And also, I think the people with who I work for are really, they just really want to do the crypto stuff. So
Got it. Good stuff. So with what you're
yeah.
doing with Electrocoin and with what Electrocoin does, it seems like in Croatia, you and your team, you're ahead of the pack, ahead of everybody else. But do you expect any competitors, or do you know of any competitors right now to what you're doing, whether in Croatia or maybe even Slovenia, because it's so close?
Yeah, we have competitors. We have a couple of companies in let's say 2 companies in Croatia that are our competitors, but they're not focusing on all the projects that we are. So we're maybe just the brokerage thing, the cryptocurrency exchange part. We are doing the same, but actually our goal is our focus is the European market, not the Croatian market, when it comes to the cryptocurrency brokerage. So can we be rivals? I don't know. Maybe in one part, because I would like to say that also our business models, the way we do things, also with the regulation part and the new projects and the crypto payment processing, I think that we're doing different things. I would like to say, I would say that.
Good stuff.
Interesting. Just had a quick question. Do you guys have KYC for your clients or for your
Yes.
customers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
According to the Croatian, so in Croatia, we have also partnerships with physical exchange stores. So like the Croatian Post, and you can buy or sell crypto with cash in a lot of physical places, which is in the backside. It's our cryptocurrency brokerage, but actually you're coming to an exchange. We exchange the fiat, I don't know, euros, dollars, yens, etc., and you can buy or sell crypto with cash over there. And the KYC limits are regulated via the Croatian law. So lower limits are not obliged to KYC part, but higher limits are.
Wow, very cool. And I was reading on the news this week. So China has now prohibited cryptocurrency outright. All transactions, all movement of cryptocurrency. This just came out this week. So it seems like the second part of a 1-2 punch in boxing. First they outlawed mining, now cryptocurrency flat out. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think with the way blockchain and cryptocurrency is, do you think even let's say a superpower like China, do you think they can ultimately be successful in that? I feel like there's only so much you can do at the end. And of course, I looked at the prices today of cryptocurrency. There's a little bit of volatility earlier, and I saw the news. I'm like, okay, so there's some sort of link between these two. But I wanted to know what you thought about that.
Well, didn't China doesn't it China do that like every couple of years, that they ban something, then it's like, okay, then it's something
like a switch.
already. So I think it's maybe like a market manipulation or something, like with the Elon Musk also thing with manipulating the market. But I'm not sure what to say. I think that they're gonna change I actually stopped following them, because it's like, okay, come on, okay, make your opinion, okay. Make it for. So I don't know what to say. Actually, I think that they're gonna change their minds a lot of time in the future.
Right, because I remember
it's not a bull run without it's not a bull run without the China FUD. You have to have China saying something bad.
Yeah.
It always happens every time that we're about to hit the top of the bull run. That it happened in 2017, and like you said, it's so funny. it's definitely some type of manipulation, like Adam
Right.
was suggesting.
Yeah, I would be willing to bet that some of those leading, I guess you could say, Communist Party members are probably very big shareholders of Bitcoin, and this is probably a good way to drop the price, maybe for friends or maybe doing favors for other parties later on. That's my feeling on it. What do you think of Dogecoin?
Dogecoin.
Yes, Dogecoin.
Not much, to be honest. I think it's ridiculous, but okay. We have it in our cryptocurrency brokerage. You can buy it or sell it. We also thought to integrate it in the crypto payment processing service, but I don't know. I think it was like a one-time hype about it. Like they say, every person in the world we have its own 5 minutes of how do you say? It will be celebrities for 5 minutes. That's also what I think that happened with the Dogecoin. It was like totally popular for, let's say, like a month or two. And was it even a month or?
Right.
The Tesla was
less than a month. Like you said, well, you're trying to say that you're 15 minutes of fame in the spotlight.
Yeah. 15 minutes of fame.
I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting project to me because, like, it started as a meme, but me and Adam, we had a PiñaTalks with Gianni not too long ago, and he was mentioning something about like Elon Musk. And there's a conspiracy that he'd like to maybe possibly use this coin on Mars once they get to Mars and use that as like a global currency there. So there's all these like Elon Musk. It's just I think it's great because it shows that you can have a community behind something and say, like here to the government, like we don't need you. All you need is a community of people to agree upon a set price. So as much as it's a joke, and it really is a joke because that's what it started as, a meme coin,
right?
It's kind of evolved into something that, like, it's weird. I don't own any. Obviously, I think it's a joke. I think it's funny. I think it's just like, where is this going to go? But I'm interested to see what ultimately does happen with it, because when they created it, all these years ago, they never thought it would be where it is today. Even the original developers, were very shocked that it got to where it is. But there's Vitalik is getting behind it. More developers are moving towards it. So I'm just excited to see where it goes. If it does happen to become like a interplanetary coin, or it's just so funny. It's interesting.
Is it gonna be the boats we missed, or I don't know? Maybe who knows?
Never know.
Who knows? Let me just turn on the light because it's
sure,
7.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, sorry. It's
no worries.
7 in the evening here.
Okay. Now listen. Now I can't I can't emphasize this enough, but like I said, I think it is awesome that you are a pilot and a diver and an expert diver as well. So you are clearly somebody who's not scared of many things, or at least not scared of taking risks. So with cryptocurrency, a lot of people still view this as one big risk. Even people within cryptocurrency, there is still a fair amount of skepticism, wariness. Are there any coins that you have an eye on right now that you think maybe they're a little risky, but maybe they will pan out and everything will be okay?
Let me see. Actually, in Electrocoin, we don't like to give advices or even.
I didn't mean it to come off like that.
Because we are totally like against people.
I'll rephrase it like this: which ones to you seem fun? Which coins seem fun to you?
I think that Solana is really interesting.
Okay.
Because it's a whole new blockchain. I think it's going to be really perspective for all the NFT projects, because the usage will be much, let's say, faster and cheaper, because the Ethereum fees, the gas is, it's actually, it's terrible.
Right.
It's so high that I don't know. It's practically it's pretty expensive. So
it is.
The total hype of the NFTs, also the hype of the NFTs in Croatia, is enormous, and everything is the most of the projects. Like I think, yeah, everything is on the Ethereum blockchain, so it's pretty expensive. Also, when we speak about the NFTs, the Croatian post in the Croatia had the first NFT, the crypto stamp. And it was actually the first Croatian NFT, also built on the Ethereum blockchain. It was the third edition was released, I think, 10 days ago.
Got it.
Featuring the Rimac, the supercar, as the motive of the stamp. So we're really, let's say, but the transfer, you can buy the stamp, but the transfer to your wallet was like ridiculous. You paid for the stamp like $6, let's say, and you paid for the fee, the transaction fee on the Ethereum blockchain like $67. So
good stuff. And now that kind of goes into the next question I was going to ask you. NFTs, non-fungible tokens. How do you feel about them? What do you think about them?
I'm not sure if it's. I'm still not sure if it's like a current hype about it. So the whole world, the artists, everybody is really interested in having a digital piece of something in your wallet, the whole possession, and also making a digital art and minting into a blockchain or to like a platform like OpenSea. Or I don't know, Rarible or Foundation app, etc. Or is it a trend that is going to last? I'm somewhere in between.
Okay.
So on one hand, I think it's a current trend. On the other hand, I think that part of it is definitely going to be part of the future, because the whole digitalization part is moving so fast, especially with the corona, the COVID situation in the whole world, that everything is getting, let's say, digitalized. But on one hand, actually, somewhere I think that people like to see and feel the real thing. So
there is that.
Art, you know, when it comes to art, okay, you can possess it in your wallet, but somehow, okay, we are getting crazy with the digitalization. I think it's maybe a little bit too much.
Right, and this was gonna, fall into my next question. So, at the right price, would you invest? Would you buy digital NFT art or NFT music? At the right price, would you personally do it?
I already have NFTs that I bought.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, the stamps are a couple of art NFTs, but so far I didn't buy any NFT music pieces. But who knows?
Good, interesting. Because a few months ago, earlier this year, New York City opened up its first NFT Art Gallery. So it's a physical art gallery. You walk in, and apparently there's really just these giant screens just flashing this digital NFT art at you. It really looks like you're in the future. In fact, I could send you the link to it later today, but it's very, very interesting. And I believe, Chris, there may actually already be an NFT gallery in Miami as well. I mean,
there's I believe there's one. I think it's not like in one physical spot. I think they go to different venues throughout the city. So it's like a moving one. It's kind of like a art gallery on wheels, and they move around to different venues, and it pops up, and it's called Miami Basel. I'm actually gonna when I go down there, meet with those guys and see if they're looking for help with payments and everything with local merchants. So we're going to be talking with them, but yeah, they that's what they're doing. And with NFTs, for me, I just want to put a couple cents in there with NFTs. Like you said, people want to hold the physical thing, and it's not all about digital. But I feel like, let's say, I want this 8-ball here is just a piece of art, right? I can also digitally represent this with an NFT, the ownership of it. So it doesn't dematerialize it because it still exists in the physical world, but that NFT represents ownership. So it's like a certification of authenticity. Like, if you ever had like old baseball that's signed by Babe Ruth, nobody's going to believe you unless you have that document with it that proves that it was signed by Babe Ruth. So in the future, I see like those NFTs being that digital proof of a physical world object, not necessarily dematerializing it, but allowing it to be traded digitally, where the physical object can still remain on the wall somewhere, but the ownership of it is being traded. And
I agree.
With
that's perfectly
property deed. Yeah, and
it's
just
like a
with
combination
metaverses,
of the two worlds, the material
and
world
like
and the
augmented
digital
reality. Yeah, so imagine like augmented reality where you put those Facebook goggles on, you see the physical object, but then on top of it, if you own it, you're also seeing visual art around it as well, because it's like it's multi-dimensional art. It's not just in the physical world, but that NFT can also represent the metaphysical world as well. So it's so interesting to me with NFTs to where it's going in that direction, in terms of, everybody wants that physicality, but I see it also being able to be traded on the blockchain. So it's just so interesting. I love it. It's like I can talk about this.
Actually, you said it perfectly. I totally agree. The combination of the two worlds is, I think, the point of the NFTs, the digital certificate and the ownership. That's it, actually, how it's going to end, I believe.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
like
I think
it's
that's
going
where
to end, but the purpose, what the purpose is.
Yeah, exactly. I see a lot of these applications being built, and like me and Adam had that idea with the golden ticket and certain things and access and experiences. So it's just more than, because really it's just a token. It's just like a poker chip, really, that has a special utility for something of ownership or something like that. It's just unique. It's not fungible like the dollar that can be traded for anything else. So yeah, man, it's so unique and fascinating. So I'll let Adam wrap up with his last couple questions, but this has been great. I've been really into this whole conversation.
So are there any tech entrepreneurs that you particularly admire or interested in, or you think that tech leaders, tech celebrities that you think are doing a good job or really changing the world, or are really doing their best to promote blockchain in a very, very good way?
Not that I actually follow a certain. I actually follow what the companies all over the world do, like Binance, Coinbase, MoonPay. I actually follow their decisions, the people that they hire, the way they think. So they've been hiring, as I said in the beginning, that a lot of people from the banking industries are nowadays turning into crypto. That's what let's say the leaders of the leading cryptocurrency companies all over the world are doing. They're hiring the former compliance officers in national financial companies as their compliance officers in their companies, because who will actually know the best what the law and the requirements are than the people that used to work in industries such as that at positions in the banking sector or central bank sector, and actually in the financial sector. So now that I'm following a lot of interesting projects appeared, like the Kusama also, I don't know if you heard, the Kusama is also really, really interesting. And also Solana is really interesting. So I'm following not, let's say, the leaders, but projects that appear. I follow that part, and also the part with the company's moves, especially on people that are hiring. It's maybe like a strategic thinking. So not maybe on, I'm actually focused on the business development part, not so much on the technology part, but as I said, I follow some projects that are really interesting, especially about NFTs like Kusama and Solana.
Right.
I think that Solana is maybe going to be the next Ethereum blockchain.
Oh, I think it definitely has a
Bigger,
good shot.
maybe. We will see.
Yeah, to say the least. And so I think this is an awesome company, Electrocoin. It seems like you already had this successfully beta tested. People are using this in gas stations, grocery stores. This is the bread and butter of society. This is where the majority of transactions take place. Like everyday things that you need, everyday goods that you need. And I definitely think once this goes beyond Croatia, I think it has a very good shot of catching on, and other people are going to want to, get involved. And, it may even attract more foreign investors, maybe the United States or the UK or something like that. So what I wanted to know is if you could tell anybody, why should you invest in Electrocoin? What would you say?
Actually, we are keeping it private, so no investors.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Maybe we could think about it, but let's say we like to keep it in the family. And
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And maybe I could answer you the question when it comes to people using cryptocurrency instead of cash. The whole idea about the Bitcoin is actually being the electronic cash. So all over the world, when you look the whole structure of the world of the payments in the whole world, I think the majority, maybe even more than 90%, is in cash. And what is cryptocurrency actually? It's electronic cash. It's not in a bank. It's not. It's actually you own it. You're the only person. It's totally decentralized. You're the only person who's using it. So in Croatia, I think that the last statistic of our central bank was that 88% of all the payments in Croatia were done by cash. That's an interesting actually statistic, because Croatians, but I think that I'm not speaking only about Croatians, but majority of the people all over the world, they really like their cash. They like to have their money with them. What is true, crypto? Yeah. You have your money, so your crypto in your virtual wallet, and you're the only one who's actually who actually owns it. You're not keeping it in a bank. So I think that's what actually people do. They like to have their own money with them.
Right. And in all fairness, that does make a lot of sense. I mean, having something in your hand, goes a long way versus a bunch of code and a bunch of numbers. So my final question is this. So if anybody's interested in Electrocoin and they want to find what you all are about, where can they find you on Twitter, Instagram, the usual social media stuff?
Yeah, we have our electrocoin.hr is our LinkedIn profile. Okay. Electrocoin.hr. We have we are in part of the rebranding because our cryptocurrency brokerage has a Croatian name that actually no one can pronounce it. It's called Bitcoin Minjačnica.
Bitcoin Minjačnica.
Yeah, it means a Bitcoin exchange.
Okay.
And actually, with that name of our virtual online exchange, we are actually gaining 80% of our turnover from the European Union. So
right.
That's how we're good. We're really good at it. We have the 24/7 customer support. We have excellent exchange rates. So our Facebook page is Bitcoin Minjačnica, but maybe I can write it down. And we have an Instagram profile, which is also called electrocoin.hr, but we're in the process of the rebranding. And we are, I don't know, we are going to figure out a new name. We hired a huge agency that's really good at it. So we're gonna have a new name soon. Easier to pronounce and more easy to Google it. So
that is awesome. And listen, Magda, I have to say it was an absolute pleasure having you on our live stream today. I got to learn a lot about Electrocoin. I'm very impressed with what you and your team have been up to so far. And I'll have to say, if anything changes as far as maybe allowing foreign investors to perhaps take a second look at Electrocoin, by all means, let me know. And
Thank you.
From Chris and I, it was an absolute, like I said, it was an absolute pleasure having you on today.
Thank you to both of you. Thanks for having me and inviting me, and I hope we'll stay in touch. And of course, I will let you know. You will be the first ones to know.
Awesome.
If you're gonna, okay.
Keep me posted.
Thank you. I'm glad to see other people around the world working on, these type of blockchain solutions for people, allowing them to pay with whatever they want to pay with, and that's the way it should be. And it's great to see that that's going on everywhere. So thank you for coming on, and hopefully we can do this again in the future and see what progress you've made, and tell us a little bit about that.
No problem. I'm at your disposal.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Okay.
Take care. Have an awesome weekend, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, definitely. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.